Hi everyone and welcome. In this video I will unbox this DJI Neo 2 Fly More combo and we'll together see what accessories and perhaps spare parts this drone comes with. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So first we'll obviously need to open the box up, and on top you'll see another secondary box. So let's start by opening it too before we dive any deeper into the main box and see what else we have. Well, obviously it's kind of spoiled at this point. You can already see that here lies the drone itself, but once again let me not get ahead of myself and start with this box here. So first thing that you'll notice probably is the remote controller. So let's take it out of its plastic bag and have a detailed look on it. So it's a pretty standard remote controller and N3 model to be exact, as you can see right here. I've seen a bunch of those already, nothing too exciting to see here. The joysticks are, as always, tucked in underneath or at the bottom part of the drones or of the remote controller's frame. Here you have two joystick balls, two buttons, hover or pause, the three-way switch, which allows you to change the speed mode of your drone between sign, normal, and sport, and then the power on, power off button, of course. You also have the FN button, which is up to you to bind and decide which function it will execute. You also have the camera switch button, I guess. Then you have the dial, zoom dial. Usually its default function is zooming, and also the button that allows you to press record or take pictures by, well, pressing it. Now, as you can clearly see, this is a more basic remote controller without a touchscreen or without a screen in general, which implies that you will need to use your phone to, well, see what's going on, to pilot the drone, and to launch the DJI Fly app through, of course. So here is this little mounting rack that allows you to, well, as I've mentioned, take your phone and mount it right over here. Let me show you what it generally looks like. So you put the phone right over here, preferably in the way that this rack won't press any buttons, so you'll avoid accidental presses. And that's how your well, let me actually also screw the joysticks in to show you how generally your remote controller should look like once assembled and once you are actually using it to pilot the drone. So something like that. Moving to the next parts or things that we got, we have the spare propeller blade. I would assume that we should have 4 of those in total. So here are two. Let me look further and try to find them. Trying to find other two, which I may not actually succeed in. So here I have the, well, paperwork, the included screwdriver, which will simplify the swap of those fan blades or propeller blades. And another thing you also get in the Fly More combo is the, well, the charging dock or the charging station that allows you to charge up to 3 drones battery at the same time. As you can see, there are 3 battery slots, and 2 of the batteries are in, and the third one is inside the drone, I would assume. You also get the Type-C to Type-C wire. This one is charging wire, I would assume, since it doesn't have either of its end bended. And here is the connection. Yep, the connection wire, but this one is Type-C to Lightning. So for those of you who will use an older iPhone model or version to pilot the drone, you have the Type-C to Lightning cable included. And as far as I can see, nothing else really. So yeah, I was wrong. You actually get 2 replacement blades. Those 2. And this charging wire can also be doubled as connection between the remote controller and your smartphone, though without those ends of the cable being bended, the whole setup will look kind of awkward. You'll maybe see it in other videos where I will touch more on that. And well, let's look at the star of the show, the drone itself, the little the aircraft. So you have 4 fan blades, as you would normally, no legs to unfold, nothing like that. Everything is pretty stationary as far as drones go. You have the antennas there, and the camera that is right now protected by the by this plastic cap that you can squeeze just a tiny bit and take off. Here is the gimbal-mounted camera, the drone, and the the third battery that I have mentioned a bit earlier, even though it's kind of hard to take it off for some reason. Well, you have 2 buttons on either side of the battery, so it shouldn't be that hard. But yeah, anyway, I'll figure it out a bit later. As far as the bundle, the accessories that you get go, that's about it. So should you have any further questions, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.